Welcome back, man, to another edition, man. We got a real special show. As always, it's your boy B. As always, I got my man P with me. But today, man, we got a real special show. We got a few guests this week, man. We got an in studio guest on my man P side that goes by the name of G. Everybody, welcome G to the show. And we also got a caller today this week. Hey, she goes by the name of G. So we got the Alphabet crew with us today. So everybody, welcome Jay to the show.
Hey, well, thank you.
Yes, man. So man, this week, like I said, man, we basically gonna continue. Um, we had a show about sex education pretty much last week, and this week we gonna kind of continue in that same format. Except we gonna hit it from a different angle. We basically gonna talk about virginity and how today's the current social climate affects and how it just how we look at virginity nowadays, man. So when we I guess from my era we kind of as we wanted to get laid as soon as possible, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But let me ask you a question first. When do you think it is that most people tend to lose their virginity? Let's start with you, P.
What's the question? Say that again.
When do most people lose their virginity?
When do most people lose their
Or when do
virginity?
you think, your opinion?
It's kind of hard because different generations and different um, economic groups live differently. You ask that question to somebody living in the project somewhere, they might tell you anything. You ask somebody that's living out somewhere where access is different. It's different. It's different things, but based on demographics.
That's true.
If
But
you're talking about the average person, who's the average person? Um, I'm gonna go average. I'm just gonna throw a number out there and say 16.
okay.
Only because it's maybe 3 years above the ghetto and 3 years below somebody that's a super duper square. You know what I mean?
Right, right. But I mean, you talked around. I asked you what your opinion was, man.
And
But
that's why
nah,
I'm
it's
going to
all good.
16. Because I just told you why.
But let me ask you the same question, Jay. When do you think most people, because you always hear about young people, we say like, okay, and we titled this show the Innocence Project because everybody always wants to talk about, oh, these young kids is losing their innocence too quick. You know what I'm saying? But
Right,
when you
right.
when you talk about sex is one of the most the guiltiest pleasure we have. You know what I'm saying? So are we really losing our innocence, or is it something that we born and ready to do? So let me ask you the same question, Jay. When do you think, in your opinion, when you think most people lose their virginity?
I would say around the age of 16, 17. I know when I was growing up, everyone lost their virginity like prom night because you were able to stay out later. The parents were actually renting hotel rooms, not for them to have sex, but like for parties and that type of stuff. And kids usually get together around that age. So I would say 17.
Okay, what about you, G?
Well, I'm gonna have to come in and disagree. As in some of us in the fast lane, as myself, we might start off a little earlier than others. I say, I say young man, young coming up, late elementary school, man, early middle school.
Yeah, see, I'm agree with you. Like middle
But
school,
see, hold on
like
though, B. We ain't talking about us. We're talking about the average. I'm gonna say the you
hey,
got a bunch of black people and
all
a
right.
bunch of is it more what you average us with the people, the other people? What's the average? That's why I asked him. When he came to me, and I'm one of the averages, four people on the line, and I'm average out here. I'm going with the early man.
I'm
It's
with you, G, man.
early late elementary school.
But while we on the subject of age, man, basically, man, they done took a survey. They say the average age is around 17 years old. All right. Uh, Males tend to lose it a little bit earlier, females a little bit, but on average it's about 17. All right. So, but the funny thing about it is that when you look at the numbers, they were saying that when we lose our virginity, that men tend to lose it to people that are younger. Like we usually lose our virginity to younger chicks, and women tend to lose their virginity to people that's at least a year older than them. So it's funny because, but on average, when you look at generations, like you was talking about, P, it's about the same age. I mean, it's always been like about 16, 17 since way back in the day. So I mean, it's all the same.
Shoot, how about back in the day? Back in the day when it was fucking at 10 and getting married at 14. You know what I'm
Hey
saying?
man.
Yeah, 10 kids.
So let me ask you a question, Jay. You being a female, like, what do you think is the biggest? I mean, like when we talking about virginity, uh, what's the biggest difference you think? Cause really, they saying it's really no difference, but when they do a survey, you know that's not all inclusive all the time, man. What do you think when you see on the street level? What do you see out in the streets as far as virginity?
Um,
Broad question, B.
well, on the street, they typically now they're losing their virginity like eighth, ninth grade.
Right.
And that's what I've seen just listening to the talk of middle schoolers and early high schoolers. They've already lost their virginity, um, or not have given oral sex. You know, that's that's the big thing they tell the younger years. Which I guess it's half and half. Some get oral sex earlier, and then some lose their per se virginity earlier. So I guess it just depends on how far they're willing to go.
Yeah. Cause I mean, when you look at it now, when it, I mean, our generation, we kind of had like a progression. I mean, you started off, it was on some intercourse type thing, and then you kind of moved up to oral, and then maybe you went to anal. You know what I'm saying? Like you still got some
Mhm.
people that really they might experimented with that shit, but they still ain't really about all that. But I think now the biggest difference is that these kids be wide open at an earlier age. Like they swallowing all that shit at a younger age nowadays. So by the time you 20, you done did way more than what we was exposed to. You know what I'm saying?
I
Because
disagree, B.
you disagree? Okay.
I disagree. I think it always is wide open. Just depending on when you got to get with, when you got to get with. You know what I'm saying? The only difference between now and then is what I always tell you is there's more media exposure. There's internet. There's so many different outlets we can see these things, show these things, and it seems like, but it's no different, y'all. They was nasty when we was kids too. Yeah. You remember if you think about it real good. They was fucking 4, 5 niggas in the back room or whatever was going on. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing changed. It's nothing new. It's nothing new. You
Yeah,
just get to see it more now because
it's
it's the
exposure.
information age.
The exposure. That's what you think it
Informa-
is?
I
Okay.
blame it all on the information age. I don't believe that it's no worse than it was then.
And what's your thoughts, G?
I remember Big Sucking Keisha, right? Man, that was really early, man. Really early.
So
Early, man.
it was early, yeah. Yeah,
Look,
so
you heard it right there. Early, man.
yeah, yeah. I hear you, man. So
I mean, what's my thoughts? I was sexually assaulted at an early age. Female had come on to me, and that's when my virginity was lost. Lost my innocence. Somebody took advantage of me. You know how the ladies do sometimes. And that's what I remember.
and back, I mean, and just to add on, like to the one of the biggest difference we see, like they were saying, single parents versus dual parent households, and how that affects you losing your virginity as well. Like you also, they saying that single parent, I guess it's always been that way anyway. You know what I'm saying? But that
Always
ain't
been
gonna
that way,
really ever
dog. That's
change. So that ain't nothing new. That if you got a single parent, you gonna be out there a little bit younger.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't have a father in the home with me, and I didn't lose my virginity until I was 19. So I don't.
You
You
oh,
know,
so you don't buy that. So
No,
elaborate on that though,
right? Bullshit.
because the studies show that you coming from a single parent household,
Loud
you
and clear.
doing things at a younger age. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
what prevented you? Did you just
That's
you was busy in sports or something? How did you hold on
Well,
so long?
I just was scared to death of my mom, you know.
Okay,
I just was scared to death. So I guess it's somehow parenting style may affect.
right,
Um, you know, up in the church 3 or 4 times a week, and basically told me if I get pregnant in high school, I'm gonna die. You know, so
right, right.
I just grew up with fear.
And
Okay.
can I ask, what area did she grow up in?
What area you grew up in, Jay?
City or the
I'm,
suburbs?
I'm
Nah.
sorry.
He wanted to know what area you grew up in. Where you
Oh,
from?
I grew up in New Orleans, Louisiana.
From the NO. So, you know what I'm saying? So this is so let me do you think country girls versus city girls is a difference? Or nah, it's all the same. Yeah, you right.
I think she has
Yeah,
a
it's
unique
because
They
situation.
going
I
hard
mean,
too. Them country girls going hard too. So
I
it
think
don't.
she has a unique
yeah, and then
situation
they like
because
preachers' kids. You know, they grew up in the church as well, and be so-called known to be the wildest. So I don't know. I guess it's just with individuals. You know, your morals individually.
Okay. So you think we more morally corrupt nowadays?
Mm, uh, the world is a little bit more wilder, and more accessible to different things. You know,
Right,
so
right.
maybe.
What you think, P? But just but just to piggyback, man. One thing they did say though was that we not using rubbers like that no more. Even like them little youngers, based on what we was talking about last week, how we just like it raw. We like it raw type climate right now. People don't be using rubbers even when they first get the fucking. They not using rubbers like that no more. And I know we talked last week about not having sex education or having your parents talk to you about things. But why you think? Cause think about it. When we started fucking, you knew you was gonna strap up. Uh, what you see nowadays is a decline in contraception use, and why is that?
decline in contraceptive use.
Yeah,
It's the same way like we thought. Like how did the we had a survey question last week. How did that go over? Did they feel that the feeling was that much greater that they had to not wear protection? Remember, that was a survey question. You know, the answer is right there in the question. A lot of people think that it feels so great that they don't need that and don't want that. And then you got they don't have the stigma that we had. Like you can't shame somebody for having to clap or whatever no more. And they don't show them those videos of the nasty penises and nasty vaginas no more. So it's just like we might as well try my hand. It's not gonna hurt nothing to try. I'm
right.
gonna be all right. I'm not gonna die. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the whole. It goes right back to what I always say. Nothing's new. Nothing's changed. Nothing's worse. But there's so much more exposure to it. They're desensitized to the fact that people can still catch that shit and die or be sick. But they're desensitized, man. The commercials just about suppressing it. The other commercials is, we should have used the condom, but we forgot.
Yeah.
You know, man, it's just
Hey,
the
but
media, man. The media. It's the media.
you know what's funny though? Like, there's no more songs about saving yourself no more. You know what I'm saying? Like the last song about saving yourself was Janet Jackson, right?
That's the way the wild is.
Yeah, like for real.
Let's
If you think
wait a
about it,
while.
let's wait a while. You don't hear shit like that no
Yeah.
more.
Hey man, she
No,
wasn't
you
waiting
don't.
around. You see
You
the
don't.
Bobby Brown story
Hey,
last
Bobby
week?
was knocking her down. I didn't know
Oh,
that. That was wonderful. But that was. But it's just the fact that you don't hear about that shit. You hear about like just the music. That's what I'm saying. Like I think yeah we had freaks, but we dealing with a numbers wise. I think we just got nastier women nowadays because the music is so nasty, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like the music is vulgar. You be like, oh my god, like what the fuck are we talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's-
I have to agree
my
because
son.
sometimes I even shake my head at some of the songs that come out, and I know you all remember Kaya, find
right.
that, find that, you know. So free.
Right, right. Like, and that's the difference. Like, you had undercover freaks, you know what I'm saying? Like, you had the known freaks, but it was a lot of undercover freaks. But now you got wide open freaks nowadays, and I think that's the scary part about everything is that we can still be like knowing a bride a freak and we'll cuff her or we'll
Superhead.
yeah like Superhead wasn't supposed to been
She
able to
wrote a
write them
book,
books.
and she still fucking celebrities.
That's
You know
what
what
I'm
I mean?
saying. And she
I,
getting
I
married.
saw all those names in that book. I don't want to have sex with you. That
Yeah,
ain't cool.
she
Yeah,
getting
and they
married.
still sleeping with her.
She
Yeah, they
getting
still
married.
sleeping with her.
They not just sleeping with her. They marrying her. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, yeah,
that is
yeah.
the biggest difference. Like when did we get to marrying hoes? Like I'm not saying you can't do your thing, but I can't put no ring on it.
Check this out. A question just was posed. Is that wrong? He said, is that wrong?
Yeah. You know what? You know why? Because the hoes is for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, this my main thing, man. Just don't have me on some Teddy P shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't have the whole towns laughing. Don't have me on that shit, man. Don't have me out here looking crazy in these streets. If I take you back around your way, some niggas show up and they like, oh man. That's all. I just wanted to be. I know I might not have been your first, but just don't have me looking crazy in the streets. That's all I ask. So yes,
Right.
it is wrong on that level.
We know hoes need love too.
They do, but not for me. I'm not putting no ring on it. You for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want you to have some discretion. You know what I'm saying? Discretion is not. We don't have discretion no more. You know what I'm saying? Like when everybody know your business, you know, because you'll look at some of these the hoes that come out write a book nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like and they'll discuss everything. So there's no discretion. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
That law,
yeah,
sass,
right,
whether he was good or bad.
right. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
come on, B.
it was a Dallas Cowboy Kelly that she came out about a few weeks ago talking about all the football players she slept with.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, and
this
I
is
was like, did you actually put that out on social media? You know, no shame, but hey,
this is your claim to fame nowadays. You
But
know what I'm
somebody
saying?
gonna turn around and marry her because she got to get married to somebody.
Well, she could marry them because, and that's just like we was saying last week. Like the porn stars is they fashionable nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like when you look at porn stars, they be booed up like in real like exclusive relationships. I don't know how, but it wouldn't be
yeah.
me. You know what I'm saying? Now let me ask you, G. Let me ask G. Do you think it's something wrong with a whole finding marriage?
Not wrong. Hey, man. It is what it is, man. Not wrong. Because, once it's all said and done, they still people. They still got, good qualities as, human beings. That's just what they like to do. That's like when you watch a porn movie and you see Big Butt Nicole or whoever that is. You do want to hit it too. You know what I'm saying? For real, if it be good enough, you might be the person that double back. You know what I'm saying? You ever ride the train or threesome or some old crazy shit, and you ever wonder why the man double back? That's hey.
But I mean, the way you okay, say you ran a train on somebody with however many other people, right? Okay,
Right.
we got this situation. Hyper. Now, you double back, but that don't mean you get down on one knee and propose to that joint. You know, you got to know your position. You know what I'm saying? You have a position as that the G bride. Yeah, and that's where you can't elevate her to wife status. You know what I'm saying? Because then you in violation, man. He said, hey man, hey, but let me ask you this though. Okay, while we on the topic of virginity, do you think our standards have lowered as far as like who we lose our virginity to, or just how we look at it in general?
100%. One time I was deep in love with this girl, and we had sex,
About a year later, she told me she was a virgin the first time we had sex. And I know if I would have knew that, and I knew that, our whole relationship would have been different.
Right.
For sure.
But I mean, why do you say that? Did you think if you had known that, what would have been different?
Well, I would have knew that I was her first and she was giving herself to me, you know what I'm saying? I would have took more considerate of what she was doing at the time.
Right.
Instead of just like this just one girl, oh baby, I like you wrong situation, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, this is actually a virgin that's giving herself to me versus giving herself to P or somebody else, you know
Right.
what I'm saying? So I definitely would have looked at the situation way much better and handled the whole thing much better.
So you would have treated her more special.
Treated her much more special, much more better than I did.
Okay. See,
I wouldn't have. Because to me, I never was the person that pushed them out of it. They gave it to me because it was on them. I had nothing to do with that. I didn't say, ooh, baby, please give it to me, baby, why you make me wait, or nothing like that. You told
Right.
me you was a virgin, and I said, man, that's good for you. Now, if you keep kissing me in the back of the car, that's on you. You keep touching on me and we touching on you, that's on you. By the time you decide, look, goddamn it, I want to fuck them, that's on you. I can't say that I would have treated you no differently because for real, I wanted you to treat yourself how you wanted to treat yourself.
Right.
If somehow or another you felt that I was the person you wanted to give it to, it's not wrong because for real, I was the person you wanted to give it to. You know
That's
what I'm
true.
saying? I'm not no different before or after we had sex. I didn't change my game up one way or the other based on nothing. You know what I'm saying? You give it to me, that's up to you. I think right now, the standards as they always were. Because it's just like was always, like how you see a really bad, nice looking girl be with some square, funny looking dude, or really funny, you know what I'm saying, great looking guy. It's the same as always.
Right.
People is people, and people like what they like.
True. But okay, Jay. Let me ask you this though. You being a lone female, what do what goes through a female mind? Like, I mean, I know your hormones is raging and shit, but I mean, we dudes, so we trained to really go get it. Versus as a female, when you ready to make that move, what goes through your mind? Can you enlighten us?
What goes through our mind? I'm trying to think. It's all about, like you said, y'all are trained, so you basically know what to do to get us. Basically, talk to us right, treat us like a lady.
Right.
Give us a grace, you know. So it takes a while for us to warm up people who want to give it to you, and
Right.
then you have just some freaks who just want to see if you have a big dick, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and want to try it because now girls and women are getting more in tune with their sexuality, so we know only what it takes to get us off. So you have your ladies, um, and then you have your freaks. So it just depends on which one you run into.
Right. And in today's world, we definitely got more open freaks. I think we had undercover. We had way more undercover freaks back in the day, but now we just
It's more acceptable to be a freak.
what you say?
I said it's more acceptable to be a freak.
Yeah, man, and they definitely taking heed to that shit, cause man, there's freaks everywhere, man. Freaks,
Yeah,
shit, it
yeah.
ain't. I mean, when you gonna be able to find a good girl at in a little bit.
What's a good girl?
I don't know
We
because
had a
they're
conversation all
all
day
in church
long
now.
about these things.
Hey,
One
man.
conversation leads right to the next one all day long.
Yeah, I mean, but would you wife up a freak P, man? Just a known freak.
You know, it depends on how well known. Yeah, I feel for some freaks before. I never wiped none of them really, so I can't say that.
I didn't,
I don't
I
know.
asked you,
I
brother.
don't want to wipe them none.
I understand that.
Freak
So
or no freak, I don't want to wipe them.
okay, I know you not into the marriage thing. Would you hold hands with a freak down the street?
I don't want to hold hands with none of them.
But see, I'm hypothetically speaking. Stop
You
being
gotta
so
listen to
difficult,
this.
man. Just answer the question. Would you
Listen,
hold her
listen to
hand
this, Steve.
if you knew she was out here?
Right here. He'll tell you. Probably was 2 weeks ago. I asked him why they holding hands. I was like, why?
I'm with you, brother. My hands get
Give me
my.
another question, because that's not gonna work for me. I don't want to hold hands with none of them. Me and Halle Berry can't walk holding hands down the street.
Hey, but you know, on the low, man, Holly done got ran through.
Holly is one of the Hollywood freaks.
Yeah, she done got ran through, and that's that.
But
We need.
do you marry her?
Nah, hell nah. It's too many people that know she done slept with two.
I think it's just too many other people out there, period. You know,
Yeah,
so many people to choose from. Why do I need to choose Halle Berry that been ran through?
that's my point, man. It's too many unknown freaks out here that you could wife up, and
There's
that's
plenty of unknown low-key freaks.
yeah, yeah, and
That's what it
that's
gets down to.
and I'm with that right there, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause
I mean, unknown low-key John.
I don't want to be on no Teddy Pendergrass shit. Long as you don't,
I don't want to be on nobody's web camera, on nobody's web tape they talking
yeah,
about liquidated salt.
yeah. I don't want to be. I don't want somebody giving an interview about us. You know what I'm
Sign
saying?
your penis and shit.
Yeah, just keep my name out your mouth, man. You know what I'm saying?
Keep
Stick,
my penis girth out your mouth.
yeah, stick the old school ways, man. This new age shit ain't for me no more. Cause it just be like, come on, B.
Better get off the internet, man, because it's all about broadcasting in the 2000s.
It is,
They
man.
want everybody to know.
It is, and that's a damn shame because, man, we losing holding on to your innocence. We losing all that shit. Everybody is tainted and corrupted. We living in a. I know I'm going on some preaching shit. We living in some foul times, man. But
Are we ever innocent, man? I don't know if we ever were innocent.
nah, we
man.
was never innocent, but we wasn't this fucking corrupted, man. We are corrupted
Just
nowadays.
as corrupt as we always been, B.
See, I'm gonna tell you this though. You know why you can say what you say because you don't have children. When you start having kids, you be like, God damn, my son's gotta be fucking with these hoes.
I worked in those schools, B. I seen kids that's in the 4th grade talking about she was gay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
And see,
nothing against gay, but I'm like, how do you know you're gay when you're in the 4th grade?
and that's another thing.
But at the same time, how do you know you heterosexual when you're in the 4th grade? So
Yeah.
it's nothing. It's just more. It's more broadcast. Back when we were kids, there weren't anything on the internet that said it's okay to be gay.
Right.
Nowadays, it's okay to be gay. So at 4 years old, 5 years old, 7 years old, we feel like, shoot, I think I'm gay. I'm telling them I'm gay.
And you
It's
know
not
what?
nothing different from what it was. It's just more media exposure. They're exposed to so much more.
Right.
There's nothing else. We had gay people when we was kids too. You remember that?
But you know what's even funnier is that now, instead of like when you talk about virginity, you talking about intercourse. Like it's more people having homosexual. Their first act is a homosexual act. So does that necessarily count as you losing your virginity? Yeah.
Sex is sex. You know what I'm saying? Whether you got your sex bust open with the same gender or not, don't make a difference. Sex is sex, man. That's sex.
Yeah,
That's
man.
sex.
Yeah, but hey, what you gonna do, brother? People are people, and
Stay
people
out of
ain't
your
shit.
way and mind your business.
What we
Let
say all the
everybody do what they
time, man.
wanna do. I keep telling you, be let them people let everybody do what they want to do, man. Let the people do what they want, man.
And they gonna do what they gonna do. So you know.
Regardless, so you might as well don't even worry about it.
But like we say on this show all the time, man, people ain't shit, and we all people. So we just probably just jumbled up in it all. So, but
They stop being stupid.
Yeah.
Don't be nasty.
and always stop being stupid, man. But like I like to thank y'all for being the guest on the show, man. Let's give it up for G and J, man. Appreciate y'all for coming on the show, man. Thank y'all very much. We gotta definitely do it again. So, like we say all the time, man. Don't be stupid. If you gonna go,
Nasty.
don't be nasty. If you out here thinking about it or you already into it, man, strap up. And also, man, let's work on building meaningful relationships. You can't build meaningful relationship with freaks. All right, they for everybody. They for everybody, man. They for every. I'm not. Okay. Let me rephrase that. You can't build meaningful relationship with hoes. Okay, there's a difference. Okay, you could be a solid freak. There's nothing wrong with being a freak, but there's a difference between when you're a hoe. All right, you can't build meaningful relationship with hoes. Okay, so find you a good girl and do whatever you want to do with it, but be discreet and don't be stupid. So until the next time we see y'all, man. Thank y'all for coming on the show, man. Hey, check us out. We live streaming between 4 and 5 every week, every Sunday. So if you like it, comment. You got any ideas of what you want us to do a show about? Let us know, and we gonna keep bringing it. You want to be a guest? Yeah. Subscribe. Share. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever you gotta do, man. Just if you like it, let us know, man. Hit us up, and maybe we'll do a show with you. But until the next time we see y'all, don't be stupid. Peace.